Former president just released a statement saying that the Biden administration must act immediately to end the border nightmare that they have unleashed on our nation.
Former President Trump?
Yes.
We don't take our advice or counsel from former President Trump on immigration policy, which was not only inhumane, but ineffective.
This administration just gets more ridiculous every single day that goes by. All the lies, all the so-called transparency just continues to get exposed. Supposedly, this administration was supposed to unify the country. Now, mass rioting and looting has made a comeback in 2021. Recently, these past couple days in Minneapolis, and it's only going to get worse. The Chauvin trial isn't even concluded yet, and we already have mass looting in Minneapolis. And not only that, we've had this border crisis, strategically planned border crisis at the southern border that only continues to get worse. Hundreds of thousands of migrants, illegals, are getting into the country, and it's not getting any better. And the Biden administration continues to try and sweep it under the rug. I think anybody by now literally can tell that there is an absolute problem going on with this administration, no matter how you cut it, especially talking about the border. Hundreds of thousands of people that have literally attempted to make the journey from Central America to the United States. Some have been kidnapped, some have been raped multiple times. Some have also been murdered. All because President Biden called to immediately surge the border. That is a fact that is on record. This administration not only instigated and dog whistled this entire situation at the southern border, but they continue to facilitate it. It is very organized, and it is not going away anytime soon. But today we've had some pretty interesting developments, or this past week, might I put it, is this administration is literally taking a play out of the playbook of Donald J. Trump when it comes to an immigration strategy in these different countries, from halting mass illegal immigration all of a sudden. But before we begin, guys, welcome to Drew Hernandez Live. My name is Drew Hernandez. Welcome you guys to the show. Hopefully one of your favorite podcast hosts here on YouTube. If you're new to the show, make sure to subscribe to the channel immediately right now and hit that bell notification. But don't stop there. Make sure to toggle on the all selection, because if you don't, YouTube will just let you have only occasional notifications, and you will not get notified of every single video. So when you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, toggle on the all option. Also, share this video far and wide with a friend or a loved one on all your social media handles, wherever you could post a link. Drop your city, your state, your country. I would love to see where you guys are tuning in from tonight. And shout out to the DH Alliance and every single one of you that support me monthly. Consider supporting me on this mission. I am 100% independent on my own. No big, gigantic, multi-million-dollar media budget. I am just run by the people, we the people. That is you the people. I love you people. So thank you guys, DH Alliance, that support me monthly. Or you can drop a super chat. We do super chats at the end of every single show in Q&A format. You can drop it now, in the middle of the show, or at the end of the show. I will get to it. I leave no super chat unaddressed. So if you guys would like to support me, you can do that as well, or you can donate directly to my website, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all that good stuff. The links are in the description below, or just go to drewhlive.com if the link is not updated as of yet, drewhlive.com, or the links are in the description below. So here we go. So I want to play you guys a video, okay? Because all we've been hearing from this ridiculously non-transparent administration is that they would be transparent, that they would be a unifying administration that would bring people from all walks of life, regardless of skin color. And now is the time to come together and no longer be divided as Americans. You guys remember Joe Biden, the puppet president's inauguration day speech, calling for the unification of the United States of America, no longer being divided because the scary orange man is now gone. I'm sure you guys remember all of that rhetoric that was coming from this ridiculous White House that is claiming to be the most transparent administration to date. Okay, I'm sure you guys remember all these things, and they were promising. Joe Biden literally ran on rolling back all of the Biden ran on rolling back all of the Trump era policies, especially in terms of immigration. That is exactly what Joe Biden has done. For the record, the transition team warned the Biden administration not to do that. That is a fact. The Biden administration, the transition team, was warned, do not pull back or roll back Trump's immigration policies, because by doing so, you can create a border crisis, you can create a border surge. But that is exactly what Joe Biden called for, so they didn't listen. Why? Because they don't care. Okay, so this could have been 100% completely avoided. And then as the months gone on, I'm giving you guys some context to understand the clip I'm about to play you. As the months gone on, which is only a couple months, I guess we can say the weeks at this point, Jen Psaki is a superstar. Jen Psaki is famous. Jen Psaki has made a name for herself, Circle Back Psaki, for being a total moron of a White House press secretary, not understanding or knowing exactly what she's talking about or what's going on in the United States of America. So with that said, the only answers we would get from Jen Psaki is anytime a reporter would ask about the Trump-era immigration policies or Trump commenting on the border crisis, Jen Psaki, in all of her arrogance and her elitism, we don't take advice from former President Trump when it comes to immigration, okay? That's all we've been hearing is Orange Man is bad, the Trump years are over, all those policies got people killed, Nazi, 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 Nazi. That's all we heard, right? So now, I'm going to play you a clip. Jen Psaki, in March of 2021, saying that we do not take advice from former President Donald Trump in terms of immigration policy or strategy. In this clip, I'm going to show you that first, and then the second half of the clip is literally now Jen Psaki in 2021 literally reciting, okay, what Donald Trump did as an immigration strategy to halt illegal immigration coming from countries like Guatemala and Honduras and these Central American countries, okay? To the T, literally, okay? You don't believe me? Take a look at this clip. Here's Jen Psaki.
I know you don't want our answer to him, but the former president just released a statement saying that the Biden administration must act immediately to end the border nightmare that they have unleashed on our nation.
Former President Trump?
Yes.
We don't take our advice or counsel from former President Trump on immigration policy, which was not only inhumane, but ineffective.
You can just give us any sense of what this plan really entails.
Well, there have been a series of bilateral discussions between our leadership and the regional governments of Mexico, Honduras, and Guatemala. Through those discussions, there was a commitment, as you mentioned, to increase border security. So Mexico made the decision to maintain 10,000 troops at its southern border, resulting in twice as many daily migrant interdictions. Guatemala surged 1,500 police and military personnel to its southern border with Honduras and agreed to set up 12 checkpoints along the migratory route. Honduras surged 7,000 police and military to disperse a large contingent of migrants. As with any diplomatic discussion, these discussions happen at several levels, and certainly, as you know, we have an envoy who has discussions with the region. We've had Roberta Jacobson working for a period of time to help have these discussions with the region about what steps can be taken to help reduce the number of migrants who are coming to the U.S.-Mexico border.
Literally what Donald Trump was doing during the Trump years, to the T, as an immigration strategy to halt illegal immigration coming from every single one of those specific locations. To the T. Just 1 month later. 1 month later. Now these people are circling back, no pun intended, going back to literally a playbook out of Donald Trump's immigration strategy, attempting to halt illegal immigration from these third world countries. Now, if you guys don't believe me, let's pull this up. The New York Post has reported on this in grave detail. The New York Post reports Biden strikes Trump-esque deal with Northern Triangle countries amid migrant surge. Here we go. The Biden administration is taking a page out of former President Donald Trump's book, striking an agreement with the Northern Triangle countries to militarize their borders in an effort to curb the migrant flow. Speaking to reporters during her daily briefing, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki discussed the agreement hours after a Biden administration official had confirmed it. So Mexico made the decision to maintain, and I played you guys the video. That's the quote, direct quote from her. And she continued to say, when pressed, Psaki declined to say when the agreement was made, at one point acknowledging that the answer was likely yes to a question on whether the deal was struck in recent weeks. The administration's undoing of Trump's border policies has prompted a flood of Central American and Mexican illegal migrants at the United States border, including thousands of unescorted children. Central Americans looking for refuge from the Northern Triangle countries, El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala, have taken these policy moves, as well as the overwhelmingly more welcoming tone from Democrats, as a sign that President Biden is inviting them to cross the border. That is a literal fact. Insisting that the border was not facing a crisis, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas said in early March that the problems the agency faced should be blamed on the previous administration. Even after that, a couple weeks later, she literally said that this is the worst crisis they've seen, the worst numbers they've seen in about 20 years, literally. So let's take this down, okay? Let's take this down. Why am I bringing this up? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because this administration 100% is furthest from transparent, okay? Not only are they hypocrites, but they are literally wasting people's time and they're putting people in danger purposely. This could have all been avoided if the Biden administration never called for a surge at the border, number one. This could have been avoided if the Biden administration listened to the advice of the transition team and did not roll back Trump's policies, including these that they are now reinstating, causing a further surge at the border. But why did they do this? Why didn't they listen? Why did they call for the surge at the border? Because they wanted this for future generations of hundreds of thousands of new Democrat voters that are now going to be stuck on the Democrat plantation for generations to come, because now they're enslaved to this political party, because now they're being told that they are the party that brought them in and they are the party that will keep them in. So now they are enslaved to these people. But why? Why am I bringing this up? Because this could have been 100% avoided. So they are purposefully, knowingly putting people in danger. They're being killed. They're being kidnapped. They're being raped. The Biden administration has full intel on this. They know what needs to be done. Because now they're going back to Trump-era policies from literally stopping the influx of migrants coming from Central America because they're being kidnapped, raped, and murdered. They know these things, but now it's too late. Why? Because now you have hundreds of thousands of people that have already come, and now they're trying to show face and do damage control and make it look like they're actually going to do something. And what do they do by doing so? They go back to what Trump was doing. Yet a month ago, Jen Psaki's telling the American people that, oh, we don't listen to the advice of the former president because his policies were humane. inhumane. No, his policies were smart and stopping people from being killed, raped, and murdered. Cutting deals with every single one of these countries. Having them secure their own borders. So they're not committing illegal immigration in multiple countries, making that dangerous journey. So now all of a sudden the Biden administration is circling back. The Biden administration is circling back to Trump era policies. That is literally to the T what Donald Trump was doing. And I'm not sitting here defending Donald Trump. What I'm saying is what Trump did was smart. And what I'm saying is this administration is lying to your face, you woke Wookiees, literally telling you that Trump's policies were so inhumane. Oh my God, they're so bad. We had to get rid of them. And by doing so, it caused a surge at the border, a humanitarian crisis, strategically planned, by the way, because they wanted it. And now they're rolling back to Trump's literal strategy. This is who these people literally are. This is all political optics. They don't care about people. They don't care about their lives. They don't care about their futures. They don't care about any of that. They only do what's politically acceptable and beneficial for the time. And I hope with these types of things that you guys can see these things, because this is what they do. They only manipulate, they only alter, they only do certain things when it fits their narrative and when it fits their literal political beneficial ventures and whatever they want to do and whatever they want to accomplish. Why is this important to understand? This is important to understand because this is a pattern that we keep seeing. The Biden administration is taking credit for what Trump did. The Biden administration condemns what Trump did. The Biden administration is sitting here telling us that, oh, Trump was so evil and scary when Biden is doing the same thing. When Biden is saying the same things. They're only doing this because they know that millions of people in the country, in the world, want to hear this. They only say things you want to hear. They only do things you want to hear. And they spin their own narratives when it literally benefits them the most. If you cannot see through these double standards, if you cannot see through these things, when it's literally two different people talking, when it's the same person saying two different things, trying to say that that's the truth, if you can't discern that, then I don't know what to tell you at this point. Because you've just lost all sense of discernment. You've lost all sense of conscience. You can no longer determine error from truth, especially when it's staring you right in the face. Speaking to all the woke Wookiees as I speak right now. This is 100% intentional. It could have been avoided, but it was caused. It was called for. That's why they didn't avoid it. They caused this. They wanted it. So all of the people that are being raped, that are being kidnapped, that are being murdered, the blood is on Biden's hands, and he knows it. The blood is on Biden's voters' hands, and now they know it. All of the blood, all of the rapes, all of the killings, all of the murders, all of the kidnaps, all of these things that have taken place that could have been avoided, that should have been avoided, and now they're going back to what Trump's policies were to avoid those things, and now they're saying that it's acceptable. When they told us that what Trump was doing was inhumane. They're playing with the minds of millions of people in their hands. Puppets that they're only using as political pawns on this chess game of politics in the United States of America. That is what all this is about. And enough is enough. Because we're talking about human beings and Democrats don't care. These radical woke-tards don't care. Because if they did, they would not stand for this. And if you agree with me as well and you are no longer standing for this garbage any longer, drop a 1 in the comment section below and smash that like button and get your super chat ready because we're going to get to those at the end of the show. Sick of this garbage, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're dealing with human beings here. And all these people see them as, the cartels see them as commodities, dollar signs. Democrats only see them as what? Opportunities, votes. That is it. That is literally it. These elites do not give a damn about you. If you're Hispanic, if you're black, if you're a person of color, if you for sure are white, these radical woke-tards don't give a damn about you or your family. All you do is fit their political purposes. That's it. So let us continue. Let's get this up. Let's further look into Biden's ridiculousness. Okay, so now we have more migrant camps, children camps. The Biden administration is attempting to recruit. They're reaching out across the nation. They're called NGOs, okay? An NGO is a non-government organization, okay? A non-government organization. It could be a so-called Catholic charity. It could be anything, okay? It claims to be doing humanitarian work, all right? So an NGO, a lot of NGOs the Biden administration is reaching out to. They're not vetting. There's no oversight, and I'm going to get to that as well. There's no accountability with these NGOs. They're just sending children to these damn camps without any accountability. In your country, America, in your country, this could be in your own backyard. Take a look. Pomona Fairplex to shelter unaccompanied migrant children. Pomona, California. This is very close to a suburb. Pomona is not the nicest city in the United States in California, but it is close to Chino Hills, which is a suburb, very close to a lot of families. This is how close to home this is getting, okay? It's close to Chino as well, and Diamond Bar. Pomona, California, KABC. The Pomona Fairplex has agreed to serve as an emergency shelter for migrant children, becoming at least the third major facility in Southern California to take on such a role. A county official said Thursday. Hilda Solis, chair of Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors, announced the decision and said the Biden White House had contacted her about the issue. Notice that, okay? Hilda Solis, chair of the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors, announced the decision and said the Biden White House had contacted her about the issue, okay? About the issue. This is what your president, this is what this administration is literally doing. Los Angeles County has a responsibility. This is what she said. Los Angeles County has a responsibility and an opportunity to care for unaccompanied minors coming to the United States. Solis said, this is not a border crisis, but instead it's everyone's crisis. Let me read that again. She said, this is not a border crisis, but instead it is everyone's crisis. The Biden administration has been reaching out to communities throughout the country to find space for housing unaccompanied migrant children who are currently being sheltered in overcrowded Border Patrol facilities. Long Beach and San Diego have both offered use of their convention centers as temporary shelters. Let's take this down. You know what? You know what she said? She said this isn't a border crisis. This is everyone's crisis. Oh yeah? Then why don't you house them in your damn house? Why don't you put them in your own house? Okay? Why do you have to put this in our own backyard? This could have been 100% avoided. This is irresponsible. This is not happening by coincidence. This is not happening by chance. This is a strategically planned, literal border crisis. They did this. They made this. Biden called for a surge at the border. Literally, he was briefed not to roll back Trump policies because a border surge would take place. He didn't listen because they wanted it to take place. Now we have hundreds of thousands of people, thousands of children unaccompanied being sent over the southern border without anywhere to go. And now the United States, now the administration caused this. They wanted it. They made it happen. And now they are literally putting kids into facilities without any oversight, literal NGOs, without any oversight, without any accountability, without any background checks being done at all. And this is taking place in your local communities. The Pomona Fairplex is right next to a high school. Ganesha High School, look it up. Pomona Fairplex is right next to it. Right next to a suburb. Chino Hills is like 5 minutes away. Payne Ranch is like right next to it. Diamond Bar's right next to it. Chino's right there. What we're going to start to see is more camps. Okay, I understand the children. We got to take care of the children. There's nothing to do for them. But my point is this. This should have never happened in the first place. This should have never happened in the first place. The Biden administration is irresponsible with their rhetoric. The Biden administration, they knew that this was happened. They knew that this was would happen. They wanted this to happen. They caused it to happen. And now they are facilitating it while cartel human smugglers are sending these people over into the arms of the Border Patrol. And then the Border Patrol takes them to NGOs. It is literally legalized human smuggling. The process ends in the United States. The process starts outside of the United States and it ends in the United States. This is a human smuggling operation, and the United States is literally aiding and abetting it through NGOs, and the Biden administration incentivized it. That's where we're at. This is ridiculous that this is happening in our country, in our own backyard, in Pomona. Pomona, son. If you're not from Southern California, this doesn't make sense to you. The Pomona Fairplex. Are you serious? Okay. Because there's probably people out there, and they're probably like, Drew, but I thought you cared about the kids. They're kids. What do we do with them? Which I agree. There's nothing we can do at this point. Okay. But the point I want to make is this. Number one, it should not have ever happened. This could have been avoided. It should have been avoided. But the Biden administration, they allowed it because they wanted it. And we all know why. Okay, you might be sitting there and you might be saying, okay, well, Drew, well, what about the kids? What about well, you're so mean in this. Okay, well, let's talk about the kids. Because now, look what is taking place. This is all going to weave together. Do not leave this stream. This is extremely important, okay? Let's get this up. Federal workers are now being offered paid leave to care for migrant children at the border. Migrant children requiring care could exceed 35,000 by June. By June. That's just a couple months away. The Department of Health and Human Services offered federal employees 4 months of paid leave if they volunteered to help care for a surge of unaccompanied migrant children at immigration shelters near the southern border, according to a report last Saturday. The request applied to most federal workers as the Biden administration moved to relieve pressure on the overwhelmed facilities, the New York Times reported. As of last week, more than 2,700 federal employees volunteered to assist Health and Human Services officials with tasks ranging from childcare to shelters to IT services and food delivery. Officials said border facilities have struggled to hire an adequate number of staffers due in part to the politically fraught environment surrounding the border crisis. Thousands of unaccompanied minors have remained in custody at border facilities longer than legally permissible amid a record surge. This is not an article written under the Trump administration. This is an article written under the Biden administration. They are committing illegal activity with children. They are holding children in migrant detention facilities illegally. Longer than legally acceptable. And this is taking place under the Biden administration, under his watch, in your backyard. And you're okay with this? All you woke Wookiees out there, is this not enough for you? You want to go further? Well, then let's go further. Let's get this up. Leave this up. Okay, so let's take a look at this. The United States waives FBI checks on caregivers at new migrant facilities. Let me read that again. The United States waives FBI checks on caregivers at new migrant facilities. This is how desperate the United States government is right now. They're not even going to give you a background check. The FBI is waiving them. So pedophiles and rapists, murderers, God knows who, anyone that wants instant access to children could say, oh, do you want to take care of migrants in these detention facilities? Oh, yes, I do. And without any background checks, according to the FBI, they get let right in through the door. And this is happening under the Biden administration. Is anybody okay with this that's listening to me right now? Is anybody okay with this that's watching this? I don't care what your politics are. I don't give a damn. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care. This is unacceptable. Let's further read this. Houston AP, the Biden administration is not requiring FBI fingerprint background checks of caregivers at its rapidly expanding network of emergency sites to hold thousands of immigrant teenagers, alarming child welfare experts who say the waiver compromises safety. In the rush to get children out of an overcrowded and often unsuitable Border Patrol sites, President Joe Biden's team is turning to a measure used by previous administrations, tent camps, convention centers, and other huge facilities operated by private contractors and funded by U.S. Health and Human Services. In March alone, the Biden administration announced it will open 8 new emergency sites across the Southwest, adding 15,000 new beds, more than doubling the size of its existing system, which belongs to who? To who? Say his name. Donald Trump. So now it's worse under Biden, son. That's a fact. So all the woke Wookiees and woke tards out there, like, oh, Orange Man bad, oh my God, it was like Adolf Hitler 2.0, they were Nazi concentration camps, bad, 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 bad. Okay, now it's worse under Biden, so now what? Where the hell are you guys? I don't see you down at the southern border crying. I'm down there covering this stuff, showing the American people what's taking place, while you sit at home, all you little woke Wookiees, just running around cancel vultures, waiting just feed off of somebody to cancel them and get them literally kicked off the internet. Shut the hell up and sit down and do something with your life already. It's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. Staff and volunteers directly caring for children at a new emergency sites. Staff and volunteers directly caring for children at new emergency sites don't have to undergo FBI fingerprint checks, which use criminal databases not accessible to the public and can overcome someone changing their name or using a false identity. My God. Let's take this down. Who in the hell is okay with this? Do you see how this is systematically all coming together? Can you guys see every single link in the chain? The cartels, they send them over. The Border Patrol, under the control and orders of the Biden administration, apprehend them, catch, release. They get put in a detention facility for supposed to only be 72 hours, but now they're exceeding that, which is illegal. Illegal. They're overholding them. They'll release them out of there. They'll take them to a so-called COVID-19 testing facility. From there, they'll take them to an NGO, a non-government organization. Could be a Catholic charity, a so-called Catholic charity. It could be anything at this point. Once they're taken there, they're given papers, they're given a flight, they're given all these kind of random paperwork that no one knows what the hell they are, and they're flown somewhere into the United States. And who has incentivized this entire operation? The Biden administration is working with every single one of these links in this chain. That is what they're doing. They may not be directly doing this, but they definitely are allowing it, and they're facilitating it. And it's happening under this administration. This is literally legalized human smuggling in the United States of America. I don't care what you say. Oh, but they're just helping the migrants. They're just helping the kids. It's not helping migrant kids when you're putting them in detention facilities with people that haven't been checked. They could be pedophiles. They could be rapists. What the hell is the matter with you? Open your eyes already. Can you not see this? What they're doing? The cartels are making millions a day. The Border Patrol is gagged. They're forced to do this, to open them, apprehend them, transport them to NGOs. We don't know what the hell they're doing. They have no government oversight. And then the NGOs send them somewhere into the United States of America. And we don't know what is going on in these facilities. There is no FBI background checks. There is no oversight. There is no accountability. There is no overhead. We have no idea who is in these things. And you sit there to all the woke Wookiees out there and say, oh, yes, we are helping the migrants. Let my tax dollars go to this. Every single penny, just let it go to this because we're helping the migrants while I continue to live my life. Your money is going to putting people who are unverified literally into these migrant detention facilities, and that is your money that is literally aiding and abetting this. It is human smuggling that has been legalized in the United States of America in our own backyard, and this is literally taking place on a daily basis. Whether left, whether right, I don't care what your politics are, this should seriously concern you. And we should not accept this. If you are sick of this type of garbage and you believe that this is unacceptable, drop a 1 in the comment section below and smash that like button and get your super chat ready right now, because right now we are going to head into our super chat section of the show. If you guys would like to support me and you are fed up, because listen, you're not going to hear this on Fox, you're not going to hear this on CNN, you're not going to hear this on MSM, you are hearing this now. This is why we are so deboosted. I need you guys' help right now. I am supported by the people, we the people, that is literally you the people. You're the only ones that keep me alive and keep me afloat. So if you guys would like to support me right now, let's do some super chats. Drop a super chat below. We have some trips coming up right now, literally. I'm going to be going to Minneapolis to be exposing what's going on very shortly. We have more trips at the border, Tucson, Yuma, more Texas border trips. We have a bunch of stuff scheduled, guys. We need your help. The DH Alliance. You can support me monthly, or you can drop a one-time donation on my website. The link is in the description below. You guys can support me there as well, or you can drop a super chat. That is how we do this, guys. So if you guys would like to come alongside of us and join the DH Alliance and help us in this, please drop a super chat below, and let's get directly into this segment now. And if you guys are going to head out, please do me a huge favor and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification and toggle on the all selection. I would truly, truly appreciate that greatly. So hold on. I think my computer's freezing here. Something just happened. Let me know if you guys can hear me still. I don't know what just happened. Uh-oh. Can you guys still hear me? Hold on, guys. YouTube is being weird. There it goes. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, if you guys are going to head out, subscribe to the channel. If not, we are going to get to some super chats right now. Sorry about that, guys. We had a weird little glitch. Like I said, man, YouTube is all over us. They don't like the stuff I be saying on this channel for a reason. So if you guys would like to support us to keep us afloat, we are completely demonetized. Listen, I have 52,000 subscribers and can barely get 3,000 views on these live streams. So that should tell you something. So our monetization ability really, really has been hurt. So if you guys would like to donate to support independent alternative media, that is how you guys can do it. People are always asking, how can we help? How can I help? How can I be a part of this? What do I do? Okay, well, support someone that is literally putting in work. That is how you can come alongside of me, and I truly, truly do appreciate it. So I think we have some super chats coming in right now. Let me get to these real quick. Sorry, guys. My computer, YouTube is just not being fun today. Okay. We have four super chats from Julie Ann. Julie Ann, we salute you. I'm just going to read all of them. Julie Ann with, what is this? 4 super chats, 10, $25. We salute you, Julie Ann, with a $25 in total of super chat. Julie Ann says, I can't get image of you in that guy's face and doing something about kids in that van. I appreciate your passion. You actually get up, go out there. Much love. I don't know who your wife is, but big shout out and much love to her as well. Behind every good man is a good woman. Absolutely. God bless y'all, my fellow Christian patriots. Julianne also says, we don't have a cult that worship Trump. We just agree with his ideology, and was nice to see someone outside try and get back our foundation. Honestly, it really frustrates me. President Trump pushing COVID vax. Yeah, that bothers me too. I don't know why he picked that hill to die on. I think Trump needs to go, and there's bigger issues than the stupid vaccines. That's a huge criticism I have against Trump. I think he wasted his time with that because obviously it didn't work out. Julianne also goes on to say, prayers for you, Drew, and MN in Minneapolis. Dangerous in those situations. Yep. Much appreciated that you're going on the scene to expose the truth. Cross sticker and a heart emoji. So Yeah, so thank you very much, Julianne. Thank you so much for the support. We salute you. Yes, my wife loves you. She's amazing. She's great. She's the co-producer of this show. She helps me a lot. We do this together. Literally, we are a union, just me and her. Literally, we're not CNN. CNN has like all these crazy teams of journalists and miles of office, you know, like it's just me and my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just doing it here, you know? So thank you guys for the support. I truly, truly do appreciate it. And yes, like I said, I think one of the biggest criticisms I have against Trump is I don't know why he picked the vaccine thing as a hill to die on. I think there are more important things. He has a bigger voice and a bigger influence to fight a bigger fight. I think that probably has something to do with deep state agents somewhere around his administration. I'll just leave it at that. So thank you for the prayers, Julianne. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you for the provision. We thank you. Every dollar counts. It helps us with our hotels, our flights. This is some expensive stuff, man. It really is. So we truly do appreciate it, guys. Not only to keep us afloat, to pay our bills, but to help us actually get to places. Especially with Minneapolis coming up this next week. I need you guys' help to get out there. So thank you guys so much for the support. I truly do appreciate it 100%. So thank you. Keep the passion, keep the strength, keep the fire going. 100% DH Alliance, you know what it is. All right, we have another super chat from the Phoenix 215, the $5 super chat. We salute you. The Phoenix 215 says, LOL, the Biden administration has more red flags in terms of policy and acting than a Chinese New Year parade. Oh, dude, you already know, man. That might be YouTube. You know, save Asian lives and all this stuff. All of a sudden, they care about Asian people. I mean, I don't want to make it about that, but it's true. These people claimed to be transparent. That is literally what they were saying from the very beginning, before Biden even was inaugurated. They were promising to be more transparent versus the Trump administration, and that's the furthest from the truth. We all knew this. DH Alliance, every single one of you that know what's up, you guys knew that this was coming. But I really pray and I hope that the millions of people out there that are experiencing voter remorse right now, they wake up and realize they've been lied to. Because this is only going to continue and get worse. We've only been in this thing for 2.5 months, son. It's only been 2.5 months. We got 4 years to go, dog. 4 years to go with this freaking clown. But you guys voted for this, all the Biden voters out there. So like I said, the blood is on your hands. Don't look at me. Don't get all mad at me. All these riots going on, all this stuff. Don't look at me. Don't look at Trump. Can't blame us anymore. You got your man up there in the office, so you deal with it. Okay, we got another super chat from Judy P. Another frequent supporter of mine, Judy P. We salute you. Thank you, Judy, for the $25 super chat. Judy says the Democrat elites want to take over our country for the next 100 years. For the rest of eternity, if they could. They are liars and will cheat on the next elections one way or another, apparently. Opinion. I think I got to say that on YouTube. Yes, we all know this. Not just 100 years, for the next 200 years, for the next millennia. If the Democrat Party, literally, if the Democrat Party, like if they found like a magic freaking lamp and like genie popped out of it and it was like Will Smith or Robin Williams and all they had was one wish, they would literally wish for total domination and control over the American people for all of eternity. Literally, like if Joe Biden had a magic genie, like that's who these people, if they could, they would. If they could, they would. If they literally had the ability to do so, they would in a heartbeat. And that's who these people are. They don't want to better the lives of the American people. They don't want to make your life better. Look at their policies. Their policies are making you poorer. Gas has freaking skyrocketed in less than 2 months. It's only getting worse. Biden wants to pay millions of dollars to keep migrants into this country. Biden wants to pay their legal fees. Biden wants to pay their housing. Biden wants to pay their transportation. Biden wants to spend all kinds of tax dollar money on all of these things that could be for you. This is America last. This is not making American lives better. It's actually making us worse. It's making us last. So I totally agree with Judy P. We have another super chat from Mere Mortal. Mere Mortal with the super sticker. For the $10 super sticker, Mere Mortal says, thank you. No, thank you, Mere Mortal. Thank you for the support, because without you guys, we can do nothing. Literally, by God's grace, we have all come together in this moment in American history. So I thank you guys for the support. We have another super chat from Grant Lee, a $5 super chat from Grant Lee. Grant Lee, we salute you. The DH Alliance says thank you. Grant Lee says, God bless you, bro. God bless you and your family, and God bless America. We definitely need the Lord in this moment. I don't think God is going to bless this horrific nation right now. I think the gospel needs to literally be obeyed, because without it, we're just going to continue to plunge into complete, utter darkness. God is not going to bless our horrors. I'll tell you that right now. It's only going to get worse from here. Read Romans chapter 1 right now at the end of the show, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like reading the newspaper. It's like watching your freaking timeline, literally. If you think I'm lying, go read it. We have another super chat from Stevie Capone. Stevie, what's going up? Another frequent supporter of mine with a $5 super chat. We salute you. Stevie says liberals will probably say FBI background checks are racist. By the way, is there a way we can get you on Candace Owens' new show? I mean, I'm trying to find a contact. I've tried to get on her show with PragerU before. Not too sure why, but I definitely would like to be on that show. I think it'd be cool. I mean, it's kind of like I haven't watched it yet, but is it good? I haven't watched it, to be honest. It's like some kind of like Oprah Winfrey, like Ricky Lake type, I don't know, political thing. I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? It'd be pretty cool to be on Candace's show. I think Candace is awesome. I would definitely like that. But yeah, I would not be surprised if all these crazy woke Wookiees start coming out saying that FBI background checks are racist. I mean, it's just absurd as saying that freaking voter ID is racist. And just don't even get me started, dude. Don't even get me started. We have a, let me refresh this real quick. I think we have some more super chats, right? Okay. We have some more super chats. Where did I lead off? Stevie. Oh yeah, Julie Ann with another super chat. Julie Ann, we salute you. Thank you so much, Julie, for the support and the super chats. Julie says, I don't know if you have any kids, Drew, but please make some just like you. Not yet, but my wife and I are, we're praying about it. So if you guys would pray for us, we just want to get a little bit more established, and make sure we're in a good place. We don't want our kids, struggling and stuff like that. So, please pray for our future kids. But no, I don't have kids right now. Thank you, Julianne, for the support. I would like a kid. I kind of want a son, but I want a daughter too. Now I'm getting all personal. I mean, I think it'd be cool. Imagine a little Drew, a little kid just like behind a little microphone, just like, oh, that'd be freaking awesome. Okay, we have another super chat, a $5 super chat. We salute you. Dow Phil Brawler.
Did you get Julianne's others?
Yeah. Dow Phil Brawler. I don't know if I said that right. DAU Phil Brawler says, I'm riding shotgun with you. Yes, you guys are right alongside of me, guys. 100%. Thank you guys so much. When you guys donate, when you support, you guys are right alongside with me, man. If you guys can't, obviously I can't bring everybody out with me to a freaking riot, because that could get you killed. It's better to just be a lone wolf out there, because trust me, there are things that you have to do in order to stay off the radar. But you guys are with me in spirit everywhere I go. So I truly, truly do appreciate it. We have another super chat from Mere Mortal. We salute you, Mere Mortal. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Mere Mortal says, how can I get that haircut? Nah, I'm playing. Love you on Alex Jones as well as here on your channel. Mere Mortal, thank you. Yes, my hair grows back way too fast. I don't know. Does anybody else have that problem? I mean, I get a haircut and it's just like back like within freaking days. So, I mean, I'll probably be changing my hairstyle very soon. But I will say this. Donald Trump told me he liked my hair, okay? So I don't care what anybody says at this point. Literally, I met Trump for the first time in the White House in 2019, face to face. He shook my hand and he said, nice haircut. So I'll leave it at that. I don't care what anybody has to say about but Mere Mortal, thank you. Thank you. I'll just leave it at that. If you guys don't believe me, you can go to my Instagram right now. Literally. Okay, we have another super chat from Judy P. Judy P, thank you. We salute you for the $50 super chat. Judy P, truly appreciate it. Judy P says, more for Minneapolis. Love ya. We love you. Yes, it's a very dangerous situation out there. I'm monitoring it. I'm in contact with people like Jack Posobiec, Elijah Schaefer. It has to be at the right time. So I'll keep you guys updated. Just make sure to watch my Twitter. That's where all this stuff goes down, on Twitter, man. Drew H Live, all that live coverage when I do go out. I can't announce when I'm going out because obviously Antifa, Black Lives Matter, these people want to kill me. So I can't give a date, unfortunately. I hope you guys understand that. That's just the nature of my work. So Judy P, thank you so much. Okay, we have a couple donations on Cash App. And we have a $50 donation from Dylan. Dylan on Cash App, the $50 donation. Everybody say thank you, DH Alliance. Everybody say thank you to Dylan. He has supported to us $50. Dylan says, keep up the good work. God bless. Thank you so much, Dylan, and God bless you. Everybody say thank you for the $50 donation on Cash App to Dylan. We thank you so much. The DH Alliance thanks you. We have another donation on PayPal for $25. I'm trying to pull this up real quick. We have a $25 donation on PayPal from Carolyn Stone. We have a $25 donation from Carolyn Stone. Carolyn Stone, thank you so much for the support. Everybody say thank you to Dylan and Carolyn Stone. The DH Alliance really does appreciate your support because we cannot do this without you. You guys really do assist us because the numbers don't lie, man. We get millions of views when we're on Twitter. This show is obviously deboosted, but our reporting does get out there. I get invited on OAN, on Newsmax, on Fox, Real America's Voice, all this stuff. So anytime you guys send me out and we capture some serious news, I get invited by these news organizations to go out and talk about it. So that's how we do this stuff, okay? So I cannot do this without you. I appreciate it. And like I said, you guys can continue to support me. The links are in the description on my PayPal, on my Cash App, and my Venmo. The link is in the description. If you guys would like to not support me on YouTube, you guys can do that as well. So I truly, truly do appreciate that very, very much. Okay, we have some more super chats from Debbie Cannett. Debbie, another frequent supporter of mine, DH Alliance native. Thank you so much, Debbie, for the $20 super chat for your next trip. Thank you so much. This definitely goes to our next trip because we have a lot of stuff coming up, and I'm super excited for it. You guys are going to love the coverage, especially at the border, obviously with the riots. Like I said, what did I tell you guys? Riots are not going away, man. They're not going away. All the Biden voters out there that voted for Biden thinking the riots were going to magically go away because Orange Man is gone and now we're going to have peace and unity and stability and Antifa is going to go away and Black Lives Matter is going to be happy because a Democrat is in office. You were wrong because here we are. Not going away, not getting any better. So I think people are finally waking up to that reality. Okay, we have another super chat from Cold Haterade. Cold Haterade, we salute you. And Debbie Cannett, we salute you. Cold Haterade for the $5 super chat says, Trump should have prioritized building more mental hospitals and filling them with Democrat voters who condone the left's crimes. They're beyond nuts. I don't know if I condone that, man. That sounds kind of like gulags to me. I don't know, but I do agree with you. These people are freaking mentally insane. Okay, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I will say that a lot of people that I come into contact with at riots, at protesters, they are just literally mentally insane. They have no concept of reality. They have cultivated their own reality, their own multiverse. They're in an alternate universe. And I know that sounds like jokes, right? That sounds like a joke to make about people, but these people literally live this way. Literally. They believe their own narratives that are not true, which leads to their behavior, which is now leading to what? Further violence and instability. These people actually believe that they're fighting against scary Yahtzees. You guys catch that? They actually believe that they're fighting against the SS. That's why they burned down ICE facilities in Portland with ICE agents inside of them. Because they actually believe that they're scary Yahtzees. So their ideologies are leading to murderous behavior, and they got it all wrong. This is very dangerous stuff, man. So I totally agree that they're mentally ill. Because they are. From a firsthand experience, I could testify to that statement. Literally. All right, we have a couple more super chats. We have a $10 super chat. We have a $10 super chat from Teresa Brennan. Teresa Brennan, we salute you. Teresa says, I tried to think back to when I first took notice of the emboldened public gaslighting of the American people and blatant political elitism. It was with the Clinton administration. Stomach churning. Yeah, this stuff has been, I mean, even the Bush administration were global elites. A lot of people didn't like that. You had Bush Sr. that was preaching the New World Order, man. That's why I always tell people, hey, don't think that Republicans are always the good guys, because they're not. Oh, conservatives get pissed when I start talking like this because you have the deep state and you have the global elites in the Republican Party as well. Do not be deceived for 1 second. Do conservatives have more level-minded views? Absolutely. But are there some Republican deep state plants in the Republican Party? You better believe it. So that's why I don't come out and give a full 100% endorsement of the Republican Party, because I don't trust them either. The deep state, the establishment is on both sides. So I think right now, America, listen, constitutionalists, real patriots, nationalists, we need to preserve our constitutional freedoms and rights that are enshrined in this country. We cannot allow the global elites in the Republican or the Democrat Party further take this country from under our feet. We cannot allow this, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, especially when it comes to our electoral process. So I totally agree with you, Teresa Brennan. We have another super chat from Julie Ann, a $2 super chat. Julie Ann says, curious if you and BT are cool. What happened to Tatum report? Oh yes, Brandon Tatum and I are definitely cool. Unfortunately, Brandon has had some financial issues with the Tatum report, so they could no longer afford me. So I decided to move on. So to make the record clear, Brandon Tatum and I are fine. Apparently he's having financial issues. He could no longer afford me. So I had to move on and continue to do what I have to do. So I'm 100% on my own here. So that's the truth. Just going to leave it at that. So thank you guys very much. We have another super chat. Let me see. Let me pull this up. We have another super chat from Zach Kahia. Zach Kahia for $10. Zach Kahia, we salute you. Zach says, I hope to see you on Louder with Crowder soon. I'm trying to get on that show. I have some Blaze connects that might be able to make that happen very soon. I think Crowder and I would do really well together on camera because he's the best. 2, screw the haircut. I'd kill for a head of hair like yours. Thank you for your courage. 3, thank you for your courage to do what you do, man. God bless. Yes, I definitely want to be on with Crowder. That'd be amazing. I know he's played my footage when I was covering Chaz. Crowder played some of my footage, but I definitely would like to be on his show. Actually, I think I might be on with David Harris Jr. Very soon. I think next month. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be pretty cool. So there's a lot of cool stuff in the works here with myself. Like I said, I'm 100% independent on my own. I'm funded by the people. So we have a lot of good stuff going on, and I truly appreciate all the support. So God bless you guys. It really does mean a lot to me. So let me refresh this and see if we have any more real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Yes, Chaz was pretty gnarly. Chaz was pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly. Yes. Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys very much. Alrighty, guys. I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. If you guys could subscribe to the channel, I would truly appreciate it, and share this video far and wide wherever you could share a link. We do this show every single night, Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys could remember to tune in, and if you can't remember, after you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification and toggle on the all selection, because by doing so, you get every single notification. If you don't do that, you just get an occasional notification and you'll miss this show every single day. That is literally what they do to you. YouTube does that to you. They won't remind you to do that. I got to remind you to do that. So when you hit the bell notification, guys, make sure to toggle on the all selection. One more super chat from Julie Ann, $2 says, I think I read you're a veteran. I'd love to know more. I am not a veteran. There's another Drew Hernandez out there that I think is a veteran. When you Google me, just Google Drew Hernandez, Tucker Carlson, or Drew Hernandez, Fox News, and you'll see all the stuff that pertains to me. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I truly do appreciate it, guys. We got to let you guys go for tonight. But thank you guys for hanging out. I love every single one of you. I will see you guys, Lord willing, tomorrow at the same time. So share this video far and wide. Smash that like button. Destroy that like button. Let's get to 500 likes. It helps the algorithm. I know you guys could do it. Thank you, DH Alliance, and every single one of you guys that support me monthly, whether it's on Patreon or on this channel in the membership section. I truly do appreciate it. I could not do this without you. I love every single one of you guys. And until next time, America, stay free.